Want you to shop local for the holidays, so we are bringing it home every day here on First at 4 as we lead up to Christmas. Primo Tailoring, Louis Dramita is with us. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be on.
Yeah, it's nice that you have beautiful items.
Thank you. Thank you.
That you have. So you have some items in your store that are ready for purchase, but you're also known for custom making beautiful suits, etc.
Absolutely. So most of the bulk of what we do is the custom made, whether it's suits, sport coats, jeans, but we did really put an effort this year to bring in more of a retail selection, as you can kind of see here with the sweaters and the shirts and shoes and socks.
What are big sellers in Erie?
So right now, actually, we've been doing a lot of sport coat sales. People are dressing a little bit more casually, but they still want the best when it comes to their tailored goods. So we're seeing a transition into that, and our duck head off the rack selection is also doing very well, as it has in past years.
Yeah, it's just, and a lot of this is so classic, where you can pair something like this with, you know, anything that your husband or your father or a boyfriend probably already has, which is really nice.
Well, exactly. And with what we do, we look at clothing as an investment. So if you're going to invest in your wardrobe, you might as well buy things that are going to last you the test of time, especially when you're trying to pair things with your already existing wardrobe. You don't want to be putting money out there and not knowing how to wear it.
Right. And trends, even though it is classic, you do follow some current trends. Still, the pouches aren't necessarily square pockets anymore. We can get a little bit more creative.
Absolutely. So in terms of the trends, we're always keeping an eye on it. But again, going back to the timeless style, we want to put people in things that when their grandkids look at them and how many years they can be like, wow, my dad had style, instead of wondering why he was chasing trends.
Right. Yes.
So how does this work? Say if I wanted to purchase a nice sport coat for the man in my life, but I don't know the sizing, or I don't. So how does that work? Could you get a gift card to send them in to you?
Usually, most people, they're going to be working with gift cards, because what we do is really a full-on experience. So unless you've had a loved one come in before and order something where we could just simply reorder it for them this season, we would say get a gift card or just schedule an appointment for them to come on in, and we can go over all the options, because we really want to know how our pieces are going to fit into their wardrobe instead of just selling something off the rack just to say we sold it.
Yeah.
And the options aren't just for men now.
Exactly.
Talk a little bit about your expanding your services.
Yeah, so we had such a good response to it so far, but we are now offering women's sport coats, dress pants, skirts, and custom denim as well.
Wow, love that.
We've just had such a good response from the menswear that we were like, let's try and find a way to give the women that same exact
Do you know
experience.
how hard it is to find jeans
Oh my
I think
gosh.
he's probably heard that.
that
before.
fit
Yes.
and are comfortable and that look good? What is the secret to fitting a woman for the perfect jean?
So for us, we just go based off of our try-ons and body measurements. So we go from there and they draft a unique pattern that's going to fit you. And the beautiful thing is so many people, they run into the issue with their jeans is you might find a brand that works, but in like a couple years, they switch the pattern on you. So then your search continues again. With us, we keep your files on record. So every time you come in, it's going to fit like it did last time, unless you want to change up the design of it.
Yeah. So what's the turnaround time for a lot of this? What should folks be looking at if they're ordering a nice suit jacket or?
Absolutely. So it all depends on the fabrics and construction you're choosing. On average, we're looking at anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks from start to finish. But like some of these custom woven sweaters, they take about 7-8 weeks to get in. So we put orders in ahead of time for that. But yeah, 4 to 6 weeks.
This is like so classic 90s to me. That vibe is coming back and I love it.
Yeah, that
I really
classic
do.
tennis sweater.
Yeah.
You also do tailoring for clothing that people may bring into you, correct? Which is really hard to find in this area if you need something hemmed or fitted for you.
Exactly. Because our clothing is an investment, it does come with a bit of a price tag. So to be able to just kind of stick to our mission and helping everybody in Erie look better, we offer a full range of men and women's alterations as well. So you can bring in your already loved items. We'll tune them up and make them look way better.
Do you do formal wear as well? Because that's kind of tricky.
So we do formal wear. We don't do bridal dresses, but we'll do like
Proms, sequin,
proms,
that kind of
all
thing?
that stuff. Yeah.
None of that scares you, huh? You
No,
get right
yeah,
in.
we've got a great team that works with us.
Tell everybody where you're located. You have the nicest shop down in downtown Erie.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're 421 State Street, right next to the Art Museum front steps is what we tell everybody.
Very nice.
And what's one thing you want the men to keep in mind as we head into 2025? What should you you keep in your wardrobe?
Ooh, I would say just become really good friends with your tailor, because whether it's buying from us or buying elsewhere, you just want to make sure your stuff looks good. And if we can change that in Erie, we've done a good job.
I love it. And Louis, you always look
Oh,
dressed to the
thank
nines.
you. You guys as
Do you
well.
wake
Very-
up and you just put on your sport coat right away?
Yeah, sometimes I just sleep in it, so I can just wake up and go right
You
into
know what
work.
it is? It's when the fit
All
is
about
for
the fit.
you, it makes everything look so much better.
Exactly, and having a good selection of fabrics, which we're proud to say we have some of the most exclusive fabrics in the world, sitting at our shop. So fabric and fit, and you're good to go.
That's right. Great to see you, Louis. Merry Christmas. Thanks for
coming
popping
in.
in
Thank you,
today.
guys.
We'll be right back.